Hi, this is Christine for Trinity Stamps. Today, today I'm going to make a card that has a fall vibe to it using candy jar and winter botanicals. So I've altered the candy jar to make it into a vase. So I'm masking off part of the card panel that I'm using to just get the lower part of the candy jar. And this is a 3x6 panel that will fit in the lovely envelope and bookmark die set. I was so excited to get these set of dies. So I've just masked with masking paper the top part of the panel, and I'm just inking up with Memento ink. And you don't have to use a MISTI. You can use whatever, you can just eyeball it as well easily. I was just worried about getting a good imprint. I'm also then going to stamp the candy jar on masking paper because I want to mask the background with Distres Oxide inks to give it a fall vibe as well. And that I'm just going to fussy cut, and you'll see it later on the card panel that I've just cut off the part that I'm going to use. So here I'm just stamping it on masking paper. So the envelope die comes with 2 dies, and you need to cut 2 of the side flaps from one of the dies and 1 of the main envelope panel. So you fold at the impressions that are marked by the die and use very strong tape, double-sided sticky tape, to really make sure it's adhered because you're going to send it through the mail. So you want to make absolutely sure. So I may have gone overboard, but I wanted to make sure it's very sturdy. And so then you just adhere it the way I'm doing here. And sorry for my head, but so do the same thing to the other side. And then you want to adhere the 2 panels together, which is what I'm doing here. And you have an awesome little envelope that will perfectly fit the card that you're going to make, which again is a 3x6. And it's so cute. So here is the card base. And one of the dies you get cuts a panel that fits perfectly on the card base of a 3x6. And what's so genius about this is that I don't know about you, but I happen to have a lot of 6x6 pads, paper pads. So this is going to be perfect for using up those 6x6 paper pads. So just here I'm adhering the back panel, and it's a very cute scalloped panel with stitching. And I'm just bringing the envelope, and there's plenty of room for this. I mean, it fits. There's just, you can even put embellishments on top of the card and it'll be fine. It's perfectly made. So here is that other panel that's going to go on top. So it's a double paneled card. Um, and I wanted to put some fall colors. So I'm using scattered straw Distres Oxide and blending it on the card panel, and I have a mask there on top, which I made previously, and because I don't want the vase to be those colors. So I'm adding a lot of yellow, and the other colors that you can see up here, I thought I would just go with scattered straw, but I actually made it quite a bit darker and used spiced marmalade, as you'll see in the final card, as well as fired brick on the edges. So you won't see me doing that here because I decided sometimes I can't see things right away. I need to almost start putting the card together, and then I realized, you know what, this isn't exactly what I was going for. So I work like that quite a bit, unfortunately. So anyway, I created the panel here thinking this was what it would look like, so I put some sparkle on it and also some white acrylic paint and some gold. And what I did is I just went over the same panel with the darker colors and then redid this part with the gold acrylic and the white acrylic paint and the sparkle. And that's okay. You can often, fix things. So with white acrylic, you can't use it as is. You need to dilute it down so that you can actually use your brush tip to tap your brush tip and just scatter little dots. So you need to use quite a bit. So I'm doing that for diluting down the white acrylic paint, and then I'll do the same for the gold paint. And you just tap the brush and all these lovely little sprinkles happen magically. I love doing this on card panels. I think it just makes it even more magical, just creates a lot of interest. And I've seen so many people doing it, and I'm so glad I really kind of put that in most of my cards now. I just love the way it looks. So soon I need to make the flowers that are going to go in the vase. So I'm going to actually make a blue vase, which I won't be showing. And I'll use acetate as well on top of the vase and some sequins that are in the Trinity shop. So here I'm just stamping with Versamark ink. I'm going to make some gold and some copper and heat embossed images. And I also won't show this in the panel, but I also stamped the images with peeled paint and rusty hinge, but you'll see it in the final card. So here I'm doing part of the images that I've stamped with gold embossing powder, and I just love using gold or metallic and sparkle on the card. I think it just ties it all in together very well, and it just creates a lot of interest. So there's the gold. And I've also heat embossed copper, but I actually didn't like the way it looked, so I have left it out of the card. So here I had some shimmer spray and some distress crayons, so I thought I'd never really tried them out, so I just thought I would try it out a little bit. And you'll see mostly the image because my head was mostly in the way. So here also I've stamped it in Distres Oxide ink, and I'm again trying to color. So I'm using a lot of just sparkle spray and going in and also using some oxide ink And so here's the final card, and I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Thanks for watching.